Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, the DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series. First race, we are here at the Sava, Pennsylvania's Lernerville Speedway for 100 laps. Then we'll take a quick trip out to the Knoxville Raceway to round out the night with a 50-lap main event. And of course, these drivers vowing for some positions in the Season 9 main Super Late Model Series. 15 drivers already been invited to the series. Those 15 drivers will not be able to race here tonight, so you'll see these drivers trying to be able to race for a spot in the main series. We welcome everybody in to Ultimate Dirt TV. Welcome in on the World of Thunder page and also on dirtfan.com. Don't forget, we are live across YouTube as well. Go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit that subscribe button. We are about 35 subs away from reaching the goal of 1,000. And well, we can't thank everybody that has helped get us very close to where we need to be. But it is now time for qualifying. I'm going to bring up the top 20 qualifiers on the left-hand side of your screen. Down on the bottom left is going to be the driver that we are currently watching on screen right now in car number 79. And the silver fox number 79, that is Blake Murray. Blake Murray, first lap time, obviously quick time with a 15:2:62, but no, Jacob Fields takes that number one spot away. Kane Williams in the 777 machine. I believe Kane having some sort of internet issues. Hello, Steve. Yeah, let's go racing, buddy. Waiting for a time. 8th quick for Kane Williams. Mason Crawford in car number 15. Barry Sorensen sitting second. Quick, Shane James third. Adam Homerding fourth. And Tanner Tomasi rounding up the top 5 as Mason Crawford second quick with a 15:025. Shane James fourth quick as Robert Tucker just pulling away slow on the turns 1 and 2. Mario Perez in car 71, third quick with a 15:086. Gavin Collins in the 327 machine. Let's see where Gavin Collins going to put him in. Qualifying third quick with a 15:045. 35 cars have taken a lap time. Beaver, thank you so very much for that sub. We move ever so closer to where we need to be. 5 heat races on the program for tonight. The first race of the DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series. 8 laps is going to be the distance. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Your Ultimate Dirt TV will look like this in car number 007, Jacob Fields. He went quick time tonight. He will start on pole, heat race number 1. On the outside of the front row, the HRE Motorsports car number 3, that'll be Shane James. Ben Nading will start position 3 with Blake Bailey in car 36 out of position number 4. Lining up out of position number 5 in car number 88, that's Gabe Zelma. And on his outside, the 17 of Tanner Folds out of position number 6. Lining up position 7 in the final row, inside of the 510, it's Eddie Holden. And on his outside, starting position number 8 in car number 11, that'll be Dustin Sizemore. The field is set here at the Lernerville Speedway, the dirtfan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series. Heat race number 1 about to begin. We watch the cars come from right to left to your screen, and we are green here at Lernerville. Good start by Fear's going to slide up, but look at James here on the outside of the 21 machine. James into second spot. Now top 3 go straight through to the main event. Keep an eye. Blake Bailey in the 33 car on the outside looking in. Shane James under pressure right now. Sizemore having all sorts of issues out of turn number 4, but battle on screen right now. The 21 up on the inside of Shane James. James works the cushion through turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps in. Oh, Nading feeds him my right rear. Nading, and James is going to go off the racetrack. And big carnage, all caused by Benjamin Nading. Dustin Sizemore, talk about a stroke of luck. He's now moved from 8 up to position number 3. Blake Bailey moved into second spot in the 33 car, but your leader in the 007 machine, Jacob Fields out in front. Second and third cars on screen at the moment. Sizemore trying to work low through turns 3 and 4. We take a look at Gabe Zellner and Tanner Folds. Zellner now into the wall. Eddie Holden. Folds on screen. First car on the outside looking in at the moment. Yes, Chris, that he did. Just Sizemore down low. I'll get to that comment on YouTube in a second. 2 to run this time for your leader. Still, we watch the drivers of Blake Bailey, Dustin Sizemore on screen at the moment. They're both in a transfer position. We'll go to your race leader, who is some over a straightaway lead. You're looking at a 4-second gap for Jacob Fields as the final lap is upon us down into turns 3 and 4. He is just absolutely obliterated this field. Jacob Fields gets the win. Second is going to go to Daylight, but Cone there in second is Blake Bailey, Dustin Sizemore in third, Tanner Folds fourth. Then we'll go back to Eddie Holden, Gabe Zellner, and Shane James in position number 7, and the 21 of Nading rounding out the field. Coronavirus-free racing here on Ultimate Dirt TV. The grandstands are packed as we get set for heat race number 2 with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, heat race number 2 in car number 27, Mason Crawford. On his outside, the 15 of Ryan Flatten out of position number 2. Lining up inside your second row, position 3, car number 30 of Casey McAllister. On his outside, the 8 of Daniel Passmore. Lining up at a position number 5 in car number 4, it's Huey Quillen. On his outside, it's William Duvall. Starting in your 7th position in car number 19, Robert Tucker and Daniel Shepherd. In car number 1, we'll start position number 8. Wait for the cars to come out of the chute there on the exit of turn 4 from pit road. There we go, 7 cars taken to the grid. Daniel Shepherd did not grid. You see the 15 of Mason Crawford. In fact, it's a couple of 15s. Ryan Flatten and Mason Crawford on the front row. Who is going to get the better of the 2? So we move to 967, 33 away, ladies and gentlemen. The grandstands are virtually packed. Coronavirus ain't going to scare these people who are watching from the grandstands. Is the Super Late Models, the dirtfan.com Mini Shootout Series. We get set for heat number 2 here. Don't forget, 5 heat races on the program. Crawford and Flatten Crawford was waiting till the green come out, then Flatten got a good start down into 1 and 2. Crawford back up on the inside, side by side. Flatten has it down into turn number 3. The 30 of McAllister back there into position 3 right now, and again holding on to the final transfer position. Down through 1 and 2 they run here on lap number 2. Crawford all over the back of Ryan Flatten through 3 and 4. They might have made slight contact. But for the moment it is Ryan Flatten. Now here comes Crawford back after Flatten through turns 3 and 4. But Flatten good right through the middle of the racetrack. Into 1 and 2 we go this time by. Flatten got a little out of shape. Huey Quillen there. Tell you what, the best seat in the house has to go to McAllister's. Flatten goes off the edge of the racetrack. Crawford takes over the race lead. He was already trying to put the slide job on Flatten. Crawford got to be careful not to get that right rear off the edge of the banking as Robert Tucker now moves into position number 3. Crawford trying to hold on to the race lead, fending off a challenge from Casey McAllister. McAllister in the 30 machine. Started position number 3, I believe it was. 2 laps to run this time by. And it's Crawford, McAllister and Tucker, the top 3, that are more than likely going to book their ticket into the main event. McAllister now finds himself 1 lap away from victory lane. Here in heat race number 2, how good would Bloomington be? Yes, Chris, I couldn't agree more. Into 3 and turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Mason Crawford going to get the win home in second. Casey McAllister. Third is going to go to Robert Tucker. Passmore, Quillen, Flatten, Duval. Your 7 drivers to contest heat race number 2. Two heat races are in the books. 3 more heat races to come. And speaking of 3, it is heat race number 3. Up next, then, well, let's go trackside to take a look at your 7 cars with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole of the 3rd heat race of the night, in car number 327, it's Gavin Collins. On the outside of your front row in car number 42, Adam Homerding. Inside the 2nd row in car number 12, Ben Kudermarsh, and on his outside, the 82, Ashton Riggle lines up at a position number 4. Lining up inside your 3rd row in car number 60, John Alatik, to his outside, car number 38 of Jacob Zellner, at a position number 6. And your 7th and final starter in car number 37 of Nick King. Get your hot dogs here. Get your hot dogs. Hot dogs in the grandstands. Heat race number 3. The DirtFan.com Super Late Models Mini Shootout Series. Green flag off turn number 4. Collins and Homerding getting set to lead us to the green flag. Green flag is out. Gavin Collins. Homerding cutting straight back down to the low side into turn number 1 and 2. Alatika on the inside of the 12 of Kudermarsh. As here comes the 38 of Jacob Zellner. Looking for 4th as they go down into 3 and 4 for the first time. Lap number 1 belongs to Gavin Collins in that 327 machine. Adam Homerding, the 42, holds on to 2nd position. The Signcraft, number 42, but Gavin Collins making it look all too easy here on the opening couple of laps. Track is hopefully really going to widen out, get that real slick lane right up on that outside cushion to where they are just inches and centimeters away from putting that right rear over the lip and edge of the racetrack. As it's still Collins, Homerding and Kudamash, your top three. Alatik back there in fourth. And you go back to Lernerville and King to round out the 7-car field. On screen, your leader, Gavin Collins. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to run. Heat race number 3. The DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series here at the Lernerville Speedway. Collins getting close to the edge of the racetrack there, down the back straightaway. He ducks down low through turns 3 and 4. Homerding will follow suit. Then you go back to the 12 of Kudamash, holding off the 60 of John Alatik, back there in position number 4. Homerding closing in on your race leader here in the final couple of laps of heat race number 3. Collins just looks a little smoother through turn number 1 and 2 right now. I think 3 and 4, that's where he's starting to lose a bit of ground. Right through the middle goes Adam Homerding. As we get the white flag and 0.3 of a second separate your top 2 drivers for the final time. Heat race number 3. The DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series. Homerding trying to duck it down low into turn number 3 and 4. Gavin Collins coming away victorious. Adam Homerding second. Third is going to go to Kudamash. Alatik fourth. Zellner fifth. Wriggle sixth. Then we go back to Nick King to round out the 7-car field. But well done to Gavin Collins, holding off Adam Homerding for the race lead. Our penultimate heat race of the night, heat race number 4. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Lining up on pole in car number 71, Mario Perez. On the outside of the front row in car number 09, Tanner Tomasi will start position number 2. Inside your second row, the 18, or the 17 I should say, that'll be Aaron Kitchen to start position number 3. On his outside for D1RT, car number 16 of Jim Emery out of position number 4. Third row inside, they call him Mitch Stiles out of position number 5. And on his outside, the 121 of Brian Johnson out of position number 6. Starting position 7 in car number 32 for Team VLR.com, Stephen Calavoda. As the field rolls down the back straight away behind the iRacing.com pace truck. Pace truck just taken a right-hand turn off the racetrack into pit road, the only dirt track here on the iRacing.com service where pit road is on the outside of the racetrack. Green flag is out. Perez got a good start over Tomasi, but Tomasi getting those front wheels down onto the grass, down through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Kitchen. Oh, Perez off the racetrack, and Emery gets into the back of Kitchen. But right now, it is Tomasi to lead lap number 1. And it is all happening behind him right now. Perez fighting back to second. Jim Emery in third. And then we go back to Aaron Kitchen in fourth. Stiles and Calavoda come together. Johnson coming through there. We go back up to the leader, Tanner Tomasi for MDM Motorsports and DirtFan.com. That 09 machine just looking rather tight through turn number 1. Got the car sorted out through turn 2 as he goes back downstairs into turns 3 and 4. You see Perez on screen in the 71 machine, followed by Jim Emery in the 4, back in third position. Then you go back to Aaron Kitchen. Oh, Perez and Tomasi contact on the exit of turn 2, but they kept it going, so well done. 3 laps left to run in heat race number 4, the penultimate heat race of the night. And your top three is on screen. Here goes Jim Emery to the inside of Perez into turns 3 and 4. Can't make the pass. As Perez holds on to second spot, Tanner Tomasi would love to get himself a heat race win here at the Lernerville Speedway. The DirtFan.com Mini Shootout Series presented by World of Thunder Racing League. The white flag flies and Perez has got a run. He got into the back and now got into the side of Tanner Tomasi. Emery coming through. Aaron Kitchen says, thank you very much. I'll go around the outside. He's going to pick up a transfer position. Oh, will he? Through turns 3 and 4. Tomasi will get the win second. Jim Emery, Aaron Kitchen. Home in third. Fourth is going to go to Jim Emery. Then you go back to Brian Johnson. And then, of course, Mitch Stiles and Stephen Calavoda. Both those cars coming home 6th and 7th. Unfortunately, back on pit road after the pair made contact on the front straightaway. 4 heats complete. 1 more heat race left here of the DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series here at the Lernerville Speedway. Let's go trackside. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole of the 5th and final heat race of the night in car number 45, he's the young gun, Barry Sorensen. On his outside, at a position number 2, car number 11, Gavin Jordan. Inside your second row, position 3, car number 79, Blake Murray will line up alongside the 777 of Kane Williams at a position number 4. Lining up at a position number 5 in the 269 machine, that is James Grace and Brent Fair. In the 013 will start position number 6. Position number 7, driving car number 084, Russell Berry will make up the 7-car field here in heat race number 5. And again, the top 3 moving straight into tonight's main event. Everybody else goes through to the 2B mains as they will be contested over 10 laps in our 100 lap main event later on. Caution laps do not count. Green flag is out, heat race number 5. And Barry Sorensen to lead from Blake Murray down into turns 3 and 4. Williams up on the inside. James Grace now trying to make a pass for 4th. Brent Fair gets into the back of him but backs out of it. Well done to Brent. Gavin Jordan in 4th position right now trying to get by the 777 of Kane Williams. He gets a little loose and squirrely and snaky down the back straight away. Williams holding on to the 3rd and final transfer position at the moment. Oh no! Grace up on the inside. Was there contact? I'm not sure. I looked away for a minute. Sorensen continues to lead Murray. Then you go back to Williams, but look at Blake Murray all over the back of the 45 machine, the TVR, the Tilvahilla Racing machine. Hunt the front 45. Young gun Barry Sorensen looking to put himself in a good position in tonight's main event, but Blake Murray straight up on the inside now, looking to complete the pass out of turn 2, but no, Sorensen keeps the foot in the bucket and driving around the outside of the 79 machine. They split turns 3 and 4, 1 high, 1 low, 3 to run, and Sorensen, I think he's just starting to figure it out right now. He's got a good run through 1 and 2. Murray now will slip back into 2nd position. And you know Murray, he wants to get this win. He wants to put himself in a good starting position for tonight's main event. It's a matter of 3 rows of difference. Row 3 compared to the outside of row number 5. That's what is up for grabs at the moment. A 5-10, even a 15 here for the Kane Williams in the 777 machine. The white flag is out. 1 lap to run. The DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series. Sorensen, he's going to hold off Blake Murray here in the turns 3 and 4. Murray got a good run, but Barry Sorensen with the win. 2nd to go to Blake Murray. Kane Williams home in 3rd. James Graves will come across the line in 4th. Then we go back to Russell Berry. In fact, it's Brent Fair, Russell Berry, and then Gavin Jordan to complete heat race number 5. Hello, Dustin. I'm doing good, buddy. How are you? And no worries. Hashtag Sizemore's fault. B-Main number 1, 10 laps will be the distance. 11 cars scheduled to take to the racing surface here at the Lernerville Speedway. Coronavirus free online here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole of B-Main number 1, and we'll line up the inside of the back. In car number 17, Tanner Folds on the outside of the front row, car 60 of John Alatic. Inside your second row, position 3 belongs to the 269 of James Gracie. Will line up alongside car number 4, Huey Quillen at a position number 4. Third row inside, the 121 of Brian Johnson will start position 5 to the outside. In caliber 88 at a position 6, that is Gabe Zellner. Fourth row inside at a position 7, caliber 82 of Ashton Riggle. And to his outside in caliber 084, Russell Berry. Lining up at a position number 9 in caliber 33, that is William Duval. Stephen Calavoda scheduled to line up at a position at number 10. And then we go back to caliber 3 of Shane James at a position number 11. B-Main number 1, top 4, going to move into the main event. And again, we'll line up the inside row 17, 19, 21, and 23. It is only going to be a 23-car feature event. And again, 23 cars, 100 laps around the Lernerville Speedway. Pace truck off. Field is in the hands of the 15. The 15X machine of Tanner Folds, and we are underway. B-Main number 1. Folds getting tight through turn number 1 and 2. Will he hold on to the race lead? Yes, he does. Only for a moment. The 60 of John Alatic sweeping up to the inside. As Alatic will lead lap number 1, Folds back there in second, James Grace third, fourth right now, Quillen and Johnson side by side. Johnson through the middle of the racetrack, holds on to position number 4. There is, oh no, Quillen into the back of him and Johnson off the edge of the racetrack. No doubt we're about to go yellow, but for the time being we are staying green. No, there it is, yellow is out here on lap number 3. And I believe with the caution laps not counting as well, so we should be able to get the rest of the laps in. I believe that's, yes, we are, oh no, we're going to lap 4, so no worries. B-Main number 1, we are under yellow flag conditions. Of course, see Huey Quillen get into the back of Brian Johnson as Johnson in that 121, the Team Outlaw Motorsports number 121 machine. It's been a while since I recall seeing Brian out onto the racetrack. Lights out on your iRacing.com pace track. The field doubling up into rows of 2 by 2. Hey Trav, what's going on, buddy? Alatic and Folds. Row 1, Grace and Zellner. Row 2, Berry, Duval, Johnson, Riggle and Quillen. The green flag is back out, 6 down. 4 to run, B-Main number 1. And again, remember, top 4 advancing into the main event tonight. Look at Johnson in the black and green 121 machine. Right through the middle of turn number 3 and 4. Back in position number 5. Meanwhile, James Grace coming after the 15X of Tanner Folds. Folds going to slide up. Grace, where does he go? Stays in line behind the 15X machine. The Folds Graphics SJM. Tanner Folds, 2 to run for your race leader, John Alatic. Gabe Zellner back there in 4th. Feeling the pressure from Huey Quillen and Brian Johnson side by side. These are the two that had the incident in turns 3 and 4. Quillen got in and just drove straight into the back of Johnson. As here comes Quillen up on the inside, trying to take the spot away from Zellner. The white flag flies. Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. John Alatic victorious. Tanner Folds second. James Grace third. 4th at the line is going to be Brian Johnson will grab 4th. Gabe Zellner 5th. Quillen 6th. Deval Perry, Riggle and James. Brian Johnson making it into the show. B-Main number 2. This is the absolute last chance for these drivers to make it into tonight's feature event. 100 laps around the Lernerville Speedway. You see the track just starting to get a little dry there on the front straightaway. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for B-Main number 2. 10 laps of distance the way they line up here in B-Main number 2 to line up the outside row behind the 15 drivers that have already locked into the main event. So, in fact, this will be pretty much 17, 19, 21 and 23 because we'd lock 15 in. So B-Main number 1, in fact, will start on the outside. But Daniel Pass will calibrate. Will start position 1. Position 2 will be the 71 of Mario Perez. And we go back to Eddie Holden in the 510 out of position 3. Jacob Zellner, car 38, out of position number 4. Position number 5 will be the 013 of Brent Fair. And Ryan Flatten, car 15, will start position 6. Mitch Stiles, the 54, will start position 7. Ben Nading, 21, out of position 8. Nick King in the 37 will start position number 9. Gavin Jordan in car number 11 will start position number 10. And Daniel Shepard again did not grid. Here we go, green flag is out. Passmore getting the jump on the field. Oh no, Mitch Stiles. Poor old Mitch Stiles turned around. And we are immediately yellow. So this is going to take a number of laps out of this one. And, well, we're probably going to be about halfway home when we go back to green. So unfortunately for these drivers with this yellow flag coming out. Again, we generally take 3 laps away from racing. But here at Lernerville, I think sometimes it can take away 4. So we'll just have to wait and see how this one does play out. Alright, so normally what we'd see too after the B-Main is we'd go into a redraw to obviously redraw the heat race winners, but we can tell you that is not going to be the case tonight. We're going to straight line these up, how these drivers finish from the heat races. So our heat winners obviously given a little added bonus there to start up near the front. Lights are out on the pace truck. So when we go back to green, 6 to run. Driver's not going green. Not sure what is going on here. So we'll have 5 down, 5 to run. Okay, green flag is back out. No idea what was just happening. Meanwhile, Perez down into 3 and 4 on the outside of the 8 of Passmore. Flattened back there in 3rd. Brent Fair holding on to position number 4. Passmore trying to slide the 15 of Ryan Flatten. Flatten, he gets into the back of him. Passmore just cutting down the racetrack in front of the 21 machine. 3 wide down into turns 3 and 4. Slide job, 2 for the price of 1 for Flatten. Passmore and Fair, turn it back underneath. 21 on the outside looking in at the moment. Trying to get himself into the main event. Down into turns 3 here for the penultimate time. The white flag flies. Very ambitious move there from the 21 machine, but Perez down into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Perez victorious. 2nd is going to go to Ryan Flatten. 3rd is going to be Daniel Passmore, and holding on to the 4th and final transfer position is Brent Fair. First car to miss out. Hope we might see him at the Knoxville Raceway. That's the 21 of Ben Nading. Bye-bye, Ben. Jacob Zellner, Gavin Jordan, Eddie Holden as well. Hopefully we see those guys at the Knoxville Raceway. But it is now time to take a quick opportunity to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Before we go, we're going to thank a number of people that have helped and make this all possible to bring all the action here on a Sunday night. Of course, Steve McMillan and the World of Thunder Racing League and his team of admins that help race control. They do a wonderful job. Of course, dirtfan.com for their continued support, not only here at the World of Thunder Racing League, but of course here at Ultimate Dirt TV as well. So if you haven't done so already, check out their website, dirtfan.com, or head over to their Facebook pages, give them a like and a follow, as well as the World of Thunder Racing League. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion as well for their continued support, and Wicked Energy Gum. Throw that one in there for free as well. I believe we're back this week for Wednesday, Thursday night for Dirty Old Bastards Racing 305 and 410 action. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the playing of the American National Anthem. We are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series presented by World of Thunder Racing League. The track has had a reset, and we are good to go for tonight's 100 lap main event. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And before we go, Leo, thank you very much for the 250 stars. Much appreciated. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's main event. Starting on pole in the 007 machine, Jacob Fields will start position 1 on his outside. Mason Crawford out of position number 2. Starting position 3 will be Gavin Collins, and to his outside out of position 4, Tanner Tomasi. Starting position 5, it'll be Barry Sorensen, and Blake Bailey will start position number 6. Casey McAllister lines up out of position 7. Adam Hommerding out of position number 8. Position 9 is going to be Jim Emery and Blake Murray out of position number 10. Dustin Sizemore out of position 11. Robert Tucker out of position number 12. Ben Kudamash out of position 13 out of position 14. Aaron Kitchen. Kane Williams out of position 15 with John Alatic out of position 16. Position 17, Mario Perez, and out of position 18, Tanner Folds. 19th starting spot will be Ryan Flatten out of position 20, James Grace. 21st spot will be Daniel Passmore, Brian Johnson out of position 22, and Brent Fair to round out our 23 car field. "100 laps around the Lernerville Speedway." And when we get the iRacing green flag, we are not going green flag. We are going to roll around for a couple of laps, and we are going to be doing a 4-wide salute. The drivers, a simple show of respect for you, the race fans that have tuned in here to Ultimate Dirt TV's Facebook page and YouTube channel. And of course, live on the DirtFan.com and World of Thunder Racing League Facebook pages as well. So we hope you are enjoying the coverage of the DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series. A pace truck moves to the in or the outside of the racetrack, I should say. Normally, as I said, this is the only track here on the iRacing.com service on the dirt oval side of things. That the pits are on the outside of the racetrack, as we are officially starting to count the laps. And, well, no better time or no better way to bring in the 4-wide salute with a bit of non-copyrighted Thunderstruck. Ladies and gentlemen, through turn number 3 and turn number 4, the drivers of the DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series, they are 4 wide here at Lernerville Speedway. It's time to rock out with your socks out. We are starting lap number 4 right now. And when we get to lap 5, next time by 2 to green at the moment. Next time by out of turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Jacob Fields will lead the field in the 007 or the throwback 75 machine. So again, not this time by. They have just been given the 1 to go signal right now. Green flag out of turn number 4. Jacob Fields, Mason Crawford, Tanner Tomasi, the front 2 rows. Gavin Collins, Blake Bailey, Barry Sorensen, Adam Homerton, Casey McAllister, Blake Murray, and Jim Emery, your top 10 drivers. It is time for 100 laps around the Lernerville Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, your DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series A Main from the Lernerville Speedway. We are about to go green. Jacob Fields on the gas, and we're underway for 100 laps. Hopefully the field are going to make it through turn number 1 and 2 A-OK, and it looks like they do. The track kind of reset to 0. So now we are going to have quite a fast racetrack to start off with. And hopefully we're going to see this track become very slick towards the end of this one. As it's still Jacob Fields, Mason Crawford, Gavin Collins, and watching Barry Sorensen in the 45 machine. Holding off the 09 of Tanner Tomasi. That's 4th and 5th on the racetrack. Tomasi, that MDM $1 Million Motorsports Speeding Ultimate Dirt TV 09 machine, top 5 at the moment. We go back through the field. We're trying to find some cars going and battling it out as we watch Dustin Sizemore up on the inside of Tanner Folds. Sizemore going to move into position 11. And now I'm going to try and come after Robert Tucker. Sizemore, but no Folds. Back around the outside as... Well, don't really see that one, but we see lap number 10 of 1:05 at the moment. So again, we are still very early on in this race. Emery trying, look at the left front there. Oh, Robert Tucker, you see, really picking up on the bottom side of the racetrack. That left front, not even touching the ground. Now it will. Oh no, cut the racetrack. Jacob Fields, he comes back on. It was safe to do so. Oh no, Tucker and Emery, they both keep it going a little bit. Tucker trying to keep that car under control. Oh, look out, look out, look out. How in the world do we stay green? What an unbelievable opening couple of laps. Opening 5 to 7 laps there. Yellow for the first time tonight. And there it is. Wowee. Some of these drivers need to take a bow for the way that they went about things. How we didn't have a massive pile up on the front straightaway, I will never ever know. So, caution laps do not count in tonight's main event. So, you are going to see the ticker go absolutely mental. Michael, thank you for that follow. Alan, thank you for the like and shares as well. Appreciate all the support with the like, shares, and follows. Appreciate if I apologise if I haven't got to your name, but if you're wondering why your name's up there, of course, anytime you like, share, or follow us, or even subscribe to us on YouTube, go to youtube.com/ultimate.tv, hit that subscribe button. It is free. You can come back to Facebook if you want, but again, we are trying to reach 1,000 subs, and well, we are close. We are 30 odd away, 33, I think I said earlier on. So the light's still flashing on YaRacing.com pace truck. It's going to be the 15 of Mason Crawford out in front ahead of the 327 of Gavin Collins. Lights are out. Any chance I get to thank you people that have liked, shared, and followed Drake? I will. Drake Brown, thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate it. Don't forget, make sure to like dirtfan.com on Facebook and all their social media pages. Check them out on the World Wide Web at dirtfan.com. That is dirtfan.com. Check out World of Thunder at WOTRL.com. Thank you very much for that follow. We are back underway. Green flag is out. The 13th lap is complete, although it's 8:92 to run. Crawford to lead from Sorensen. Sorensen now to the inside on Gavin Collins, looking for second spot. Oh, the TVR. Sorensen and Collins, they bang door panels out of turn number 4. Collins back to the top side into turn number 1 and 2, but Sorensen good through the middle. He might need to pull the slide job. Yellow, 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 back out. Cody, Charlie, Chris, thank you for the follows. Appreciate it. Alright, so Robert Tucker back on pit road. He's done. Adam Homerding and Daniel Parswell, both drivers, back on pit road. There's a 12 of Ben Kudawash. Casey McAllister apparently done for the night as well. So still 90 laps to go in this one. Yes, there is a time limit as well. 22 minutes so far have elapsed. I'm not sure what our time limit is, but I do know that there is a time limit to get this done, so these drivers need to be wary of a time limit as well. While these likes, shares and follows are still coming through, we're happy to keep it going. Hello, Lucas. Lucas Crowning. Daniel Cass, thank you for the like. June Peck, thank you very much for that follow. Lights are still flashing, guys. Don't forget, youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. That is youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Free to watch. Of course, it's in fact hopefully going to help out our viewers and, of course, the leagues in the long run. Well, those follows and shares and likes still coming through. Daniel, thank you for the share. Dalton, thank you very much for that follow. Charlie, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Don't forget, tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for as well. We've got the Facebook and YouTube chats open here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Here we go, Mason Crawford. 90 laps to run in the main event, and already you see that slick line developing on the top side of the racetrack. So Sorensen down low through 1 and 2. He goes to the top side into turns 3 and 4. Collins right through the middle right now. You watch Tomasi in the 09 machine back there in position 4. Then Blake Murray trying to rip the cushion through 1 and 2. Here comes Ryan Flatten up to position number 6. He started 19th. And Flatten in the 15. Having a real dig right now, coming after Blake Murray for 5th. Collins still trying to get after Barry Sorensen back in second for that 2nd and 3rd position right now. But Crawford too good right now through turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. He's out in front. Tomasi trying to hold off Flatten from 19th up to 5th. In a matter of 14 laps completed, this time bypass the start finish line. Flatten now having all sorts of issues right now on the bottom side of the racetrack. Stephen, thank you for that sub. Dylan Daniel Shaw, thanks for the follows. We still watch Flatten holding off Blake Murray. Back up towards the front of the field. There is your top 3 on screen. The 15 of Mason Crawford out in front. Sorensen doing a heck of a job in that 45 machine. Gavin Collins still sitting back there into position number 3. Tomasi just starting to creep into the picture right now in that 09 machine. Flatten Murray. Then we go back to Dustin Sizemore up to 7th. Blake Bailey, Kane Williams in 9th. And Tanner Folds rounding out the top 10. Let's go back through this field and see if we can't find some battles here. On the racetrack right now, the 33 and Blake Bailey up on the outside of Kane Williams. Williams trying to dig it deep and sell it cheap, as Steve McMillan would say. Behind them is Tanner Folds in the 10th spot. So that was 8, 9 and 10 on screen. 3 wide down into 10, number 1 and 2. Bailey gets a little sideways, but it was Folds who got into the side there of the 777. And Williams now puts the slider on him. And Folds just using up the 777 right now, but 3 wide down into 1 and 2 once again for the second time. And Williams now picks up 2 for 1 now, goes to the middle, Folds to the inside, and Bailey to the outside. Bailey in that 33 machine. Williams having some internet blinking issues right now. Bailey trying to hang on to that race car. It looks all sorts of ugly right now, the way it is so loose. Back up towards 2nd and 3rd right now. Sorensen still in position number 2. Gavin Collins in 3rd. And how about this young kid in the 45 machine for TBR, Tilvilla Racing. The Hunt the Front 45 machine. He is doing a fantastic job right now. And now here comes Collins once again, trying to peek to the inside on Sorensen, but Sorensen, man, he is good on the top side. Crawford has now moved out to over a 2-second lead over Sorensen and Collins. And you go back to 10, Tomasi in 4th. 5th is Ryan Flatten, and there is a timely alley for some of these drivers. Brian Johnson a couple of laps ago, he's out. But that 2-second lead is now gone for the 15 of Mason Crawford. Aaron, Sue and Roy Trays, thank you for the likes and shares. So our 3rd yellow, I believe, of the night. And again, caution laps not counting here in tonight's 100 lap A main event. What a way to kick off the DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series here at the Lernerville Speedway. 100 lapper before our 50 lap main event at the Knoxville Raceway. Cannot wait for that one. That'll happen after this one. I'm thinking about 9 Eastern, so you're looking at around 50 minutes time. Hopefully that we're not too sort of over curfew here as we are back underway. And Crawford getting a good launch, as did Gavin Collins. Collins once again to the inside, completes the pass on Sorensen, leaves Sorensen a lane up on top, and the right rear tyres for Sorensen off the edge of the racetrack, and he is going to fall outside of the top 10. And Barry Sorensen, you've got a feel for him. Heartbreak there for the 45 machine. But look at Ryan Flatten up on the inside, the 15 machine from 19th. And now challenging 2nd position. Look at the left front just pick up on the exit of turn number 4. Down low into 1 and 2. Up high goes Gavin Collins and Tanner Tomasi, but they battle side by side. Gavin Collins, he has been stuck in a battle all throughout this entire feature event so far, whether it was with Barry Sorensen or now Ryan Flatten, the 327 machine. holds down your second spot, and now you're looking at a 1 second gap between first and second. Flatten in third. Tomasi still holding on to fourth. Blake Murray rounding out your top 5, and Murray down low into 3 and 4. So now these drivers, they've used up that top side quite a fair bit, and you see a lot of these drivers now starting to go to the bottom. You see the likes of Mason Crawford, Blake Murray, very experienced campaigners, not afraid to keep it reeling up on the top side of the racetrack. Tomasi 3/4 of the way up, battle on for 4th and 5th, and then once again, the battle for 2nd and 3rd is on right now. Flattened down low through 3 and 4, 1 and 2 once again into 3 and 4. He's going to continue to keep digging it deep and trying to sell it cheap, but it's not like some toilet paper because they're out of stock. No coronavirus here, ladies and gentlemen, at Ultimate Dirt TV, as we complete technically what is lap number 32 with 68 to run this time by for Mason Crawford. Flatten up on the inside again on Collins. There's Tomasi on screen. He gotten clear of the 79 of Blake Murray. Now Jacob Fields. Now remember, he started on pole. He led for the first couple of laps before he tipped it off the edge of the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. And that throwback paint scheme, the number 75 of Jacob Fields, now coming after Blake Murray for that 5th spot on the racetrack. Slides up. Fields now back to position number 5. And now his eyes are set on the back of that 09, the $1 Million Motorsports Speeding Ultimate Dirt TV 09 machine. Tanner Tomasi looking to hold on to position 4, but Jacob Fields is rolling right now. He is some 5.2 seconds away from your race leader, and your race leader, well, he has got near a 3-second gap. Tomasi slides up in front of Fields. Fields turns it back underneath, then we'll get clear of him down into turn number 1. Tomasi down low through 1 and 2. Fields again working the outside of the racetrack through 3 and 4. Fields is on an absolute mission right now. Back up and looking at Ryan Flatten in the 15. There is Gavin Collins, a 327. You see the two still very, very close together right now. One can only wonder at the moment, what can Jacob Fields do, considering that we are still not even at the half race distance. And I can tell you, he is, in the last 2 laps, he has picked up 0.2 of a second over your race leader. He is quick in that 75 machine. Lap times in the mid 15 seconds at the moment. 15.5 for your race leader and also Jacob Fields. Everybody else 15.8, 15.9, 16s. And the yellow is out. The 3.6 second lead is gone. As Mason Crawford, who I believe might have been entering lap traffic or very close to being into lap traffic, with this yellow out, tell you who would be happy to see that one will be the double or the 75 of Jacob Fields. Chance to catch up on these likes, shares and follows. Thank you so very much for all the support here on Ultimate Dirt TV. All the support here at the World of Thunder iRacing League, and of course dirtfan.com. They do a fantastic job in helping the esports side of things, and we can't thank those guys enough for coming out and showing support here, not only to the World of Thunder Racing League, but Ultimate Dirt TV, a very generous thing that Adam and Dirtfan had offered or given today here to Ultimate Dirt TV. We appreciate it very, very much, and of course any chance that we get an opportunity to thank these wonderful people that help us behind the scenes, whether it's the real side of real world racing, or whether it is the side of sim racing, esports in general. And we thank everybody that is tuning in here tonight. So again, go to youtube.com/ultimatedirttv. That is youtube.com/ultimatedirttv. Hit that subscribe button. It is free. If you want to come back and watch it to Facebook, you are more than welcome to. But once we get to over 1,000 subscribers, and again, we are closing in, we're at about 970, I reckon. Once we get to 1,000, we're going to be doing a $50 giveaway to all of our subs on YouTube. So if you want a chance to win some free cash, head over to youtube.com/ultimatedirttv. That is youtube.com/ultimatedirttv. So the pace truck coming back onto the racetrack. We delaying the green. Now the lights are out once again. So we know this. Mason Crawford, the 15, the race leader. He is super quick right now. Gavin Collins and Ryan Flatten, both battling with each other for the past 20 laps, I want to say, or 15 to 20 laps. Both very consistent. Jacob Fields, he is a lightning quick as well. He has come back through the field. But we go back into turns 3 out of turn number 4. Mason Crawford jumping on the gas, and we're back underway. Flatten immediately diving down to the low side into turn number 1 and 2. Keep an eye on that 75 machine. He's had to regain the composure right now and try and set himself up to get back into a podium position. Flatten up on the inside of Gavin Collins. Collins falls back to third. Flatten up to second. And now the 15. Do you remember these guys? They were battling it out in the heat races. They started on the front row of their respected heat races. In fact, they started side by side in their heat race because it was the 15 versus the 15, and now it's the 15 and 15 once again. Crawford on the outside, the top side through 1 and 2, the black and white machine. And the blue, black and orange 15 on the bottom side happens to be Ryan Flatten, who started position number 19. And challenging your race leader through turn number 1 and 2. Gavin Collins now under pressure from the 75. Jacob Fields. They've pulled away. The top 4 have moved away. Not sure why it's scoring Jim Emery out in front, but I can tell you that is not the case at the moment. It is Mason Crawford, Ryan Flatten, first, second. Third is Gavin Collins. Now he goes downstairs. And he just opens up the door. You might as well give the silver platter and just hand it to Jacob Fields in the 75, because you give him the top side, he's going to take it with every inch of that one, and he makes the pass for third. Back up front, the 15 still battling it out. Mason Crawford and Ryan Flatten. We are closing in on half race distance in just a few laps. Mitch, thank you for the 200 stars, buddy. Appreciate it. Crawford has really got that top side working right now through turns 3 and 4. And he looks pretty smooth through 1 and 2. Fields in the 75. Just a few little mistakes there in the past couple of laps again. But he has definitely been the quickest car on the racetrack. It was a 15.5 a couple of laps ago. And then a 15.7 that time by. So Ryan Flatten was the only car quicker than him. Mitch, thank you for the 100 and then 78 stars. I appreciate it, buddy. 378 stars. Thank you, buddy. This time by, out of turn 4, officially halfway home. 50 down, 50 to run. If you're running, well, you can't count. It's 105. Well, no, the first 5 laps were for the drivers to do a 4-wide salute. As here comes your new second place driver in car 75 on the outside, Jacob Fields. He was your pole sitter in this one, and now there is a 1.2 second gap to Mason Crawford. Crawford really starting to flirt with disaster. Down the back straightaway out of 2, but back into turns number 1 this time by again. He's got to be very careful not to get that right rear off the edge of the banking. Off the edge of the racetrack, and just adjusting his line down into turns 3. Flatten, where's Fields gone? Fields, I'm going to say he fell off the edge of the racetrack and somewhat saved it. And now he's gone back to the bottom side. Now let's go back through this field and take a look at, well, who is starting to make some moves and take some names. Yeah, Leo Jim is definitely not our race leader. Let's give you a YouTube sub account up to date. 967 we're at. I thought we're at more than that. I thought we're at 967 before that. Anyhow, 967, it'll do. And again, thank you so very much for the support. Much appreciated. So, in the next half an hour, we are going to be taking a trip to the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway, for the second part of the DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series. This is race number 1 here at Lernerville. Race number 2 at Knoxville, contested over 50 laps. I can tell you there will be an invert, so we'll see. Well, hopefully we're not going to see any sort of sandbagging. Thank you again, gentlemen, for the follows that have been coming through, and of course the like, shares as well, and ladies as well. If you're going back to green. 46 to run. Crawford, your leader. Returns 1 and 2. Here comes Fields once again on the outside. Fields in the 75. Now takes back second. And now he's right up on the rear bumper of the 15. But Crawford and Flatten very good on the bottom side of the racetrack. He's certainly got that 15 machine hooked up and rolling on the bottom side. We look at 44 to run this time, or that time by. Top 3 on screen, that 71 machine. He is about to go a lap down. Mario Perez, so fighting to stay on the lead. Lap 3 wide, nearly for your race lead. Crawford, Fields, and Flatten as they approach lap traffic, or the 1 lap car of Mario Perez. Perez trying to stay to the bottom side and let the guys in first and second get around them, as there goes Crawford. Fields getting around him as well. Flatten on the bottom side. Perez just trying to hold it through the middle as he will stay upstairs. So Mario Perez, a quality move by that driver to let the top 3 go on by. He went down low for the first 2, and once those top 2 got around him, there was an opportunity for him to move up out of the way of the 15 machine. Again, wasn't blocking or anything. So, very classy move from Mario Perez. I take my hat off to you, sir, and certainly deserve to get your lap back, I reckon, because it looked like you were just getting a wave around anyway. So, anyhow, top 2 cars on screen. Not that one, that's a pace truck. $39 to go, so we are closing in on roughly a normal feature race distance at this stage. And I'll tell you what, although the track had been reset to 0% in the warm-up session, these drivers have absolutely teared this race apart to smithereens. Let's give some other drivers some airtime. Tanner Tomasi, he's had some airtime. Barry Sorensen, remember he was in second spot and fell off the edge of the racetrack that one time. And he went to the back of the bus, and he's made his way back to position number 7. So hats off to the young gunner, Barry Sorensen. Blake Murray in 8th. 9th is Brent Fair. Well, that 12 of Ben Kudermarsh right now up on the inside as they race side by side through turn number 3 and 4. 35 laps to go. This time by for your race leader, Mason Crawford. He's got a 1 second advantage, but the battle on screen at the moment, Kudermarsh and Fair. And now in comes the 777 of Kane Williams in 11th. The 013 of Brent Fair working down the bottom of the raceway. Kudermarsh on the outsiders. Again, this track has just gone black slick right now. After 70 odd laps as we continue. As Kitchen moves. There in front of your race leader, Tanner Folds. There was contact between Folds and Kitchen. Crawford, you see your race leader as he came into picture. He tagged the back of him, but we stay green. And Fields is right back up on the rear bumper of that 15 machine down into turn number 3 and 4. They both work the outside of the racetrack. Lap cars, Aaron Kitchen down low. He goes the lap down officially. Jim Emery right now. Again, he's going to be the next car to be potentially put a lap down. As there goes Crawford. He takes, in fact I shouldn't say takes, but he puts the 4 machine of Jim Emery a lap down. So right now your top 2 on screen. 30 laps left to run here at your Lernerville Speedway. Crawford off the racetrack. It's taken him 70 laps to do it. But nonetheless, he comes back on the racetrack in front of those lap cars on the outside. But Jacob Fields, what a win this would be. He has still got 32 to run. Make that 28. I don't know where I got 32 from. I just said 30 laps a few moments ago. Hashtag can't count. Ryan Flatten the 15 in 3rd position right now. But I tell you what, Jacob Fields, this 100 lap main event has certainly been a blessing for him, because after falling off the edge of the racetrack, he has now managed to fight his way back to the race lead. Gavin Collins in 5th in that 327 machine. Behind him, Tanner Tomasi. 0.6 of a second separate your top 2. I'll keep an eye on that to see if that is closing in. I can tell you right now, Crawford, he is starting to close in. So after making that one mistake, he has gotten up on the wheel, and it just looks like he is just an angry man right now, because he is coming after your race leader into turn number 1 and 2 again. This is a very difficult track at the best of times, that when you put a black slick in these super late. Oh no, Crawford! Oh, Kudermarsh off the edge of the racetrack. Crawford, sorry. He caught him. And the 15 machine has had 5 laps he would rather forget about. Mason Crawford, he was doing everything right. He was catching your leader. And talk about bad luck. We wonder and ponder how much damage that 15 of Mason Crawford has. Where's our leader? Jacob Fields has gone back to pit road, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Fields has gone back to pit road. And Mason Crawford is going to be back in the lead. How do you script this? Well, I'll tell you what, you can't. Unbelievable. There is drama intensity. It is all happening here at the virtual Lernerville Speedway in the main event. Just when your things were taking a turn for the worse for the 15. Jacob Fields has gone back to pit road. And do we see the 15 or the 75 return? No, we don't. I'll tell you what we do see. We see the lights on the racing.com pace truck turn off. 24 to run. So the pair of 15s back out in front. Mason Crawford, Ryan Flatten, Gavin Collins in third. Flatten got an excellent start on the inside. And here goes Flatten up on the inside, down on the bottom side through turn number 3 and 4. Trying to find whatever moisture is left down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Crawford looks to be struggling a bit with that race car in the 15, but he's doing enough to hold on to the race lead. He goes off the edge of the racetrack. Collins comes in to the inside of him. They made contact in turn 3. Ryan Flatten will lead that lap, and Gavin Collins tags the back of Flatten. 3 wide, and Crawford back to the race lead. Oh my, what is going on? And John Alatic in the 60 machine now coming after the drivers in the top 3. He's got probably one of the straightest race cars, or Gavin Collins does in fact. And to do it so far, as we complete lap 85, 20 to run. Mason Crawford with a stroke of luck after Collins got into the back of Flatten a couple of laps ago and nearly turned the 15 of Ryan Flatten on the low side. Flatten now trying to work back to the bottom side through turns 3 and 4, but not going to make that pass, as Gavin Collins will remain in second position, working the outside of the racetrack. Lap times are now into the 16-second bracket, so we went from 15.5s about 15-20 laps ago, now into the 16s, and that just goes to show you that the racetrack is not only getting slower, but it's getting more tricky to run that outside of the racetrack. Alatic now moves into position number 3, relegating Ryan Flatten back to 4th position. If you're wondering why you see Ben Kudermarsh in the race lead, well, that is incorrect. Again, no, Flatten got a good drive then through turns 3 and 4 on the low side. Alatic now trying to work over the 327. Gavin Collins with that second spot. Gavin Collins really been in the thick of things at the moment. Crawford as we close in on 15 to go. Here at the dirtfan.com mini shootout series for the super late models. There is your leader, Mason Crawford, Gavin Collins, John Alatic, Ryan Flatten, and Blake Murray back up into position number 5. Tomasi and Barry Sorensen in 6th and 7th. Brent Fair 8th. 9th is James Grace and Mario Perez. Rounds out the top 10 a lap down. Oh, Flatten into the left rear of John Alatic. Not sure that was called for, Ryan. Not sure what happened. I've seen video evidence of, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. So Mason Crawford in the 15. When we go back green, we are going to have 12 to run. Take a short little drinks break. Alright, we're back. We're about to resume 12 to run. Yes, Chris. Well, 100 laps, Chris. Come on, buddy. He's up, Tiger. Let's go back to green flag here at Lernerville. Flattened down low once again. We see Crawford and Collins work the top side of the racetrack. Blake Murray in third. Trying to go anywhere where that 79 machine is going to go. Tana Tomasi rounds out the top 5. Closing in on 10 to run this time by out of turn number 4. They make their way down the back straightaway. Man, Crawford really flirting with disaster on the outside. 10 to run this time by for your race leader, Mason Crawford. Gavin Collins second, third. Ryan Flatten, Blake Murray in fourth. Brent Fair up to position number 5. But Barry Sorensen says, no way, mate. That is mine. The 45 is coming back after. Brent Fair down to the low side through turn number 3 and 4. Good battle for 5th and 6th on screen at the moment. Let's go back up to 2nd, 3rd and 4th because we'll get the feeling that Mason Crawford, the only way he's going to be defeated is if he defeats himself and goes off the edge of the racetrack. We'll head to the Knoxville Raceway shortly and just after this one. Uh-oh, who's down on the bottom side? That's Jim Emery in the 4 machine. He stays low and then again, just letting the lead pack do their thing. Crawford finds himself 6 circuits away from parking that 15 on the front straightaway in Lernerville Speedway Victory Lane. 2nd and 3rd right now. Well, that's still going at it. Gavin Collins, Ryan Flatten. And you can, well, we're going to throw in Blake Murray as well because he's been there in the thick of things over the past 6 or 7 laps. 5 to go. Yellow is out. Who was that reversing on the racetrack? Wow, wow, wow. So again, these yellow flag laps not counting. And in all honesty, I have no idea what kind of fuel mileage these guys run here, but you got to wonder, does the fuel, do they have enough? Again, had we talking about a sprint car around here, I would have been able to tell you. Because you go back only just last week at the Knoxville Raceway for the World of Thunder 410 Sprint Car League drivers running out of gas with 3, 4, 5 laps to go. And this was a case of, it's a simple case of put more fuel in. Just why try and shortcut it? I know they make a whole lot of difference in the sprint cars. I don't think they make too much of a difference in the late models. But again, when it comes to fuel mileage around here, I've got absolutely no idea. Where is our race leader, Mason Crawford? What is going on? Crawford's gone. Well, for the first time tonight, and it comes after lap 101. 4 to run. Gavin Collins in the 3-2-7 will lead the field to the drop of the green flag. 4 to go. Flatten. He rides in second, and just like we've seen over the past 50 laps, I reckon, Flatten and Collins running side by side as we go down into 3 and 4. 3 to go this time by. It is Collins at the start-finish line. He has it. Collins goes through the middle of the racetrack. Flatten trying to go upstairs into turn number 1 and 2. Collins trying to keep that car nice and straight, trying to get the run through the middle of the racetrack. Popsicle sticks are out, tip of the green, 2 to run. Flatten trying everything to stay down low and try and get some drive. for the penultimate time through turns 3 and 4. Flatten, he's got to run on the outside. Where does he go this time? Behind the turns 1 and 2. The white flag is out. Collins down low, Flatten down low. Flatten up on the inside. 1 lap to run. The DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series. Flatten to the inside. Flatten's going to get the run. Oh, Ryan Flatten goes to victory lane. Holy cow, Ryan Flatten from 19th to position number 1. He gets the job done over Gavin Collins in second. And third will go to Blake Murray. Fourth place will see Brent Fairholm. In fifth is James Grace, Barry Sorensen, Ben Kudamash, Mario Perez, John Alatic, Aaron Kitchen, Tanner Folds, Jim Emery, Mason Crawford, Tanner Tomasi, Jacob Fields, Kane Williams, Blake Bailey, Dustin Sizemore, Brian Johnson, Casey McAllister, Daniel Parswell, Adam Homerding, and Robert Tucker. But ladies and gentlemen, how about giving it up for Ryan Flatten, who goes to victory lane after starting position number 19, and he picks up the win on the final lap of the final turn. Now, hopefully, we are going to have these drivers. In fact, we do. We have Flatten ready to go. And waiting on the other two. But I'll tell you what we are going to do. We are going to bring in your winner tonight in car number 15. It's been a long time since I've spoken to him, but Flying Ryan, he gets the win here at the Lernerville Speedway. Ryan, congratulations on this victory. First of all, take us through that last lap.
Under that yellow, I asked Gavin how much fuel he had left, and I heard somebody, he must have been talking to somebody that said, don't tell him, and then he said 8 gallons. So then I knew he wasn't, that wasn't right. And then he goes, well, I said, I got 5, so I'm good for another 15 laps. And he goes, yeah, I think you got this. He must have been running out at the end there. He had to get off the gas or whatever he had to do, so.
Well, I got to ask you, what kind? How much fuel did you have left, and what did you start with for 100 laps? Because, look, personally, I got no idea with these late models.
I had 22 in, but I think I ran that bottom that whole race, so that's what saved me a lot of fuel. But I think if I'd have ran the top like them guys did, I probably wouldn't have made it either.
Well, 100 laps was always going to be a long race. Starting position 19th, was there a goal that you had in mind on where you wanted to be? Of course, you know, you go out there to win races, but you know, coming from deep in the pack as far as you did, what was going to be Ryan happy with?
Top 5. I knew once I got to the top 5, I was going to stall out because that's where you get with better cars and stuff like Mason and them guys. So I knew once I got to third, I was pretty much stalled out at that point. But then I don't know what happened to Mason, if he ran out of gas, and Jacob. But I had probably top 5 car.
All right, well, congratulations on the win here at the Lernerville Speedway, the DirtFan.com Super Late Model Mini Shootout Series Race 1. Before we let you go, Ryan, sponsor shoutouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Guys over at D12. Brad sent me a setup, so that worked out. He couldn't race with us. I think I don't know what happened, banned or something. But anyways, he sent me a set, and that's about it, really.
All right, there we go. Ryan Flatten there, home in first place. We'll chat to the driver that comes home in second spot tonight. And, well, he was ever so close, but coming home in second place tonight, Mr. Gavin Collins. Gavin, congratulations. Second place runner. A top 3 car all night, realistically. And, well, you had your chance at the end there, and I got to ask you, what was the fuel situation like?
A little bit scary at the end there. I came across the line at 0.1 gallon. So
that's really cutting it fine. But you know, starting this 100 lap main event in third position, you take out the 15 drivers that have already advanced into the Premier Series here at World of Thunder. Do you have the setup? Did you have the setup or the car set up for later in the race when it got slicker, or how did you have this car set up here tonight?
Yeah, I ran my normal feature setup as if it was slick. So at the beginning, it was pretty tight. And then later on in the race, it stayed tight, but it was still pretty good.
All right, talk us through those last couple of laps there. You restart in the lead, I think, with 4 to go. And unfortunately, you come across the line in seconds. But talk us through those last final 4 laps.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed to stop counting the caution laps once we hit 101. And that kind of was bit of a disappointment for me because I was like, damn, now I'm not going to make it on fuel. So that's why I was trying to baby it so much and just trying to be smooth and just keep it ahead of Ryan there. Then that last lap coming into 3, he was able to get under me and open up the door. And so I settled for second.
Well, second place here at Lernerville Speedway, and we'll let you get out of here. But before we go, of course, sponsor shoutouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
I'd like to thank Redline Motorsports, my teammates, John Altek, Mari Perez, Blake Murray, who was our newest member, Jason Games as well, Silver Fox Race Designs. They do amazing work. Go check them out on Facebook. And JZI Racing Photos as well, along with Full Velocity Racing Network.
All right, there we go. Gavin Collins, they're home in second place. We'll continue on to our third place driver here tonight in cut number 79. It's Blake Murray. Blake, congratulations. Third place run here tonight. You started mid-pack, position number 10. And you have a bit of an up and down kind of race. You get to the front, you had to go to the back, and then you come back up towards the front. It was maybe a case of just trying to survive out there on the racetrack.
Yeah, man. I know we didn't have any fast repairs, and started the race. I didn't put enough fuel in it, so I was just trying to keep my car clean and save as much fuel as I could.
This track had a reset after the B main, so you guys went out there at the start of the main event on pretty much a fresh racetrack. Were you expecting it to get as slick as it did after 100 laps?
I mean, I wish it wouldn't have switched over, but it was a good race at the end. Everybody was pretty much on the same page.
All right, well, look, third place, nothing to hang your head about after starting position 10. You move forward 7 positions. Are we going to see you at the Knoxville Raceway in just a few moments' time?
I might try to get over there, and we'll see.
All right, well, if we don't, we'll let you thank some sponsors before we let you go here for the third place run here at Lernerville.
I'd like to thank JZI Racing Photos, Silver Fox Race Designs. Thank y'all for the race, Redline Motorsports, and Full Velocity.
All right, there we go. Your third place driver here tonight in car number 79. That is Blake Murray. Just a quick recap. Your winner here tonight in car number 15, Ryan Flatten, victorious here at the Lernerville Speedway. Big thanks to everybody that has tuned in here tonight. Thank you for the likes, shares, follows, and subscribers on our YouTube channel. We appreciate all the support. And well, you don't have to wait too much longer for our next broadcast here on Ultimate Dirt TV because it is about to happen in about 10 to 15 minutes time. Because we'll take a quick trip out to the Knoxville Raceway for race number 2 with the DirtFan.com mini shootout series. And on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, this is Brett Wheeler, not signing off. It's saying we'll see you very shortly in Knoxville.